How are we all doing?
All right.
That was an incredible week. How are we doing?
Great!
That's better. By the time we get out to course, that needs to be a lot louder.
Okay.
All right. So, welcome to spring 2018. It's an orientation. I'm so looking forward to seeing you guys all out at Camp Green Dixon, bright and early in the morning that Monday. It's going to be great. My name is Alex Chaperis. I'm the senior patrol leader for this course.
Daryl Burdett. I'm the course director or the scoutmaster for the course.
Yes. So, welcome to our orientation. We're going to give you guys everything and anything you need to know for this course, and at the end we'll have a Q&A session for any questions you may have.
Okay, so NYLT is going to be run just like a model patrol should, or scout troop should. It's going to be participant-led, okay? All the staff that we have out here have gone through the course before, and they have been hand-selected to teach your participants or your youth. They are basically the cream of the crop. They impress me any time I sit down and watch them do a presentation. I'm so impressed with their abilities. They do way above better than anyone I've ever seen at the job. So these guys are going to give your youth such an impressive week of training. Again, you guys are going to come back with enough knowledge to take back to your troop that y'all can then have a perfect venturing crew or troop, right? Or C ship. We got any C ships in here? You don't count. Y'all, well, y'all do count, but y'all don't count. All right, so we got venturing and we got Boy Scouts, it sounds like. Okay? So maybe you can then get your own crew together, get your own C ship together, and do this.
All right. So, you guys are now get to meet our lovely NYLT staff, starting with the adults.
Yay! Adults, come on down. Go. So we'll line them up and then we'll go through, and this is in no particular order. All right. I've introduced myself again. I'm Daryl Burdett. I am an assistant scoutmaster with Troop 408 out of Pflugerville. I was chosen to be course director for this course, and I have gotten to pick my adult staff. All these guys have staffed before, some of them course directed before, and so we basically sit in the background and make sure that the youth are doing what they're supposed to do. They run the course. We just kind of guide and kick and prod a little bit when we need to. So to my right, I've got Steve Hagel. He's my advisor. I have Samaj Neville. He's one of our quartermasters. I have Daniel Higgins. He's one of our quartermasters. Teresa Northcutt is my scribe. Amy Urban is the medic. Doug Brown is going to be my assistant scoutmaster of program. Bill Conrad is my instructor and semi-medic.
That's me.
And last but not least, he forgot to take his glasses off. Scott Hopesup, my assistant scoutmaster for service.
Yeah!
Alex?
Woo! Staff! All right, I'm now going to introduce my wonderful youth staff, starting with my youth advisor, Reagan Schutker. Oh.
You good?
Yes, I'm good. Next, my ASPL program, Brandon Hopesup. My ASPL service, Garrett Lipinski. Yeah! Oh yeah! Yeah. Boom, boom. My youth instructor, Gregory Thomas. I was in class A. One of our youth quartermasters, Kristen Gentilla. And our other youth quartermaster, Mason Nelson. Our ASPL troop guide, Chloe Laster.
She's the adult in there.
And now, Chloe will be introducing her troop guides.
All right, so first we have Andrew Burdett. All right, next we have Michael Oney.
Michael.
All right, we've got Drew Higgins.
Yeah.
Hey. All right, we've got Chris Lamb. All right, next up we've got Matthew Vidal.
Tidwell.
And last but not least, we've got Elizabeth Velasquez.
All right, I get back. So, during the week that y'all will be out at Green Dixon, we'll be talking about a plethora of leadership skills. This is just a list of some of them that we'll be covering, but by the end of course, we want you guys to go back to your unit with the best leadership skills that we can give you and that we can offer through NYLT, which is it's a national program. They set a syllabus and we execute it so you guys have the best training. And Brandon's going to talk about some of our other wonderful leadership experiences.
So at NYLT, we make sure that we give you the tools that you need to go back to your troop and teach the people, and these are kind of the situations that you might find yourself in. So we're going to have you adapt to unknown situations. Not all of it you're going to be comfortable with, but we're here to make sure that you are comfortable and to make sure you can overcome anything that we throw at you. We will reflecting before reacting, so planning. We make sure you plan out everything before we actually do it, and so that you are the most successful at what you're doing. We do organization, of course. Same thing with the planning. We organize everything. Make sure that you understand it, and then keep going. The main thing we want you to do with this course is to take back the skills that we teach you to your unit. We're trying to completely change our council to be the best that it can be through you guys. We teach you the stuff, you take it back to your unit, make it better, and it'll go all the way up to our council. And then we're going to make sure you guys have a lot of fun because it's a very fun course, and I'm super excited.
Super. Thank you, Brandon. And he's going to talk to you guys about the Learning Center.
All right, guys. So this lovely building right here is the Learning Center. We're going to spend essentially every day there, 5 days, 6 nights. We're going to have really fun activities because we don't want to have you guys just out there sitting down, listen to us talk, because I know our voices get very boring after a long time. So we're going to have lots of fun games and things that we're going to do. We practice the patrol method and troop planning. So when you get there, you guys are going to be split up into groups of about 6 to 8 people. Then once a day, we're all going to come together and have all the patrols have a troop meeting. That way you can see what a troop meeting should be like. Then you can take that back to your troop or crew. We're going to have interactive learning sessions where you guys are able to always jump in, ask questions, talk to us if you feel like you're ever confused about anything, because really if you're not taking this back because you don't understand what's the point of coming out here. We want you guys to know everything and feel comfortable talking to us if you're confused about any part of it. Then we're also going to help you develop your skills. This is a time for you to test out everything that we teach you guys. That way when you go back, it's not really your first time trying to use all these different skills. Reflection, you guys are going to get little books where you can write down anything that you have questions about, or not necessarily questions, but anything you learned. That way when you take it back to your troop or crew or any type of unit, you can open it and then reflect back on what you did. That way you can then take that and initiate it into your own lives, because this necessarily isn't just for Boy Scouts. This can be stuff you take into your lives. I know I use stuff I learn at NYLT every day. And then finally, we're out here to have fun, kind of like what Brandon said. So no matter what, always make sure that you're out there screaming, having fun, because if you're not having fun, you're not going to remember anything that we teach you out there. All right, thank
you. This is one of our learning centers. We also now have an awesome new huge learning center just to the left of this one. So when you guys arrive at camp, adults, you'll be checking in to this one here that you see, and to next to it, you cannot miss it, I swear, will be the one that we'll have all of our activities in throughout. So now, we're going to talk about uniforms. Chloe?
All right, so I'm going to have some of my troop guides come up and help me with this. All right, so here we have a model patrol. So they're all showing up to the LC this morning, all supposedly in their Class A, which is what we expect. So, Matthew, do you think you're in Class A today?
Yes, I have my Scout socks on.
Just your Scout socks?
Yeah.
Well, okay. So, can anyone tell me what they think might be possibly wrong with this? Right there?
You can only see the different socks.
Exactly.
What's wrong with only socks?
Well, the thing that's wrong with only socks is the fact that we can't see your Class A or your neckerchief.
Oh, yeah.
We also don't have your hat on,
Yeah.
which is also a problem, and we can't see your Scout pants. So he is completely out of uniform except for the Scout socks.
Yeah.
So Matthew would need to go back to his camp and change back into Class A. So looking at Andrew, we think, oh, he seems like he's in Class A, but the only thing is he's got slides on. Those aren't really the best for camping. So I'm going to have to ask him to go back and change back into some tennis shoes, some closed-toed shoes. We have Michael. So Michael seems like he's in fairly decent Class A. The only thing is we can see his socks, and obviously they are not Scout socks. So one thing that we ask is that if you can see your socks, that they are Scout socks and not donut socks. So I'm going to have to ask you to go back to camp and change into some Scout socks or longer pants. Then we have Chris over here. He does not have Scout pants on, so I'm going to have to ask him to also go back and put on some Scout pants. Now here we have Adventure. She has her hat on, she's got her neckerchief, her Class A, Scout pants, and you can't see them. Scout socks, although you cannot see them. So she's looking good. She can stay up here. She does not have to go back and change into Scout apparel. We look over here, and he seems to be in a good full Class A for the troop and the Boy Scouts. So he also does not have to go back to camp and change at all. So they can stay here, have fun, and continue with camp, and won't have to run all the way back to their campsite, hurry and change, and make it back before everything starts. So, yeah.
And even though I don't think we've heard of anybody with a Sea Scout here, we do have one on our staff. And this is what a proper Sea Scout uniform looks like for us to ooh and ah at.
Ooh, ah, special, very special.
Thank you, Reagan. Yes. Right. Next up, we have health and safety with Ms. Urban, our wonderful medic, and Mr. Conrad, our wonderful instructor.
I get to see your face too. Hi, y'all. I got to at least see some of you, or most of you as you came through. I am the keeper of the medical forms and all your medicines. If you take medicines on a routine basis, you will turn them into me. Even if you bring Tylenol and over-the-counter medicines, you're at a week-long camp. So those medicines will get turned in. You will have access to me and to them 24 hours a day. We have a med lodge area. If you need anything, you will be able to come and get it. I will not track you down to take your meds. I will, however, however, will be very visible. Typically, if you take your meds in the morning, right after breakfast, we have assembly. I bring everything, and I have a back table at where you gather in the learning center, and I have everything there. You have water there, you have everything that you need. You'll be able to take your meds. I will do the same thing at lunch and dinner, and it's typically right after dinner. So I make sure that they're accessible, and I will make sure that the troop guides kind of say, hey guys, if you have meds, remember to go get them. That type of reminder. You're all at leadership camp, which means you're the cream of the crop. So you should be very good at being able to be responsible for taking your meds. One of the biggest things for spring is all the leaves are coming out. It's warming up. Right now the weather looks great. Rain at the end of the week, so please make sure you are prepared. Bring extra socks. Bring at least 2 pairs of shoes. Have to be closed-toed. Rain boots would probably be a really good idea because when it rains out there, it's a mud pit, even if it's the last day. But chiggers are a huge issue, and bugs. It's starting to warm up. They're all going to start to come out. So there's some stuff you can buy ahead of time. Sawyer's makes a product. You can get it online, but you can also get it at Walmart, that you can spray your clothes with, and you can also spray like your tent. So you can bring it to camp and spray the outside of your tent or the inside floor of your tent and let it dry. That's real good about keeping the bugs away. You want to make sure that you guys aren't grabbing anything with your hands. If there are wood piles and things you're going into, please move things with your feet first. Scorpions are very bad, and we always watch out for snakes. That area is known for copperheads, so we're very careful. If you see a snake, you are not to touch it. Don't find your troop guide, find an adult, walk away from it. They really don't like you either. Just don't play with it. A bored medic is a happy medic. I'd rather not do anything and just be there for moral support. Please bring powder. With the temperature change and the humidity, we're going to have issues, and it doesn't matter if you're male or female. By Wednesday, if I see you walking funny, I'm going to have Mr. Conrad bring you a bag of powder and hand it to you. The other thing is shower every night. You actually have decent showers to shower.